There's a place where mercy reigns and never dies. There's a place where streams of grace flow deep and wide, where all the love I've ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down. At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you, I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white, I owe all to you, I owe all to you, Jesus. There's a place where sin and shame are powerless, where my heart has peace with God and forgiveness, where all the love I've ever found comes like a flood, comes flowing down. At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you, I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white, I owe all to you, I owe all to you. Here my hope is found, here on holy ground. Here I bow down, here I bow down. Here, arms open wide, here you saved my life. Here I bow down, here I bow. At the cross, I surrender my life. I'm in awe of you, I'm in awe of you. Where your love ran red and my sin washed white, I owe all to you, 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 Jesus. Jesus, save your word. Your love ran red, your love ran red.
Said the same thing yesterday. Don't know why I'm so afraid to let you in, to let you in, to let you have all of me. I can't live my whole life wasting all the grace that I know you've given, 'cause you've made me feel so much more than sitting on the sidelines. Don't wanna look back and wonder if good enough could have been better. Every day's a day to start over, so why am I waiting for tomorrow? Why am I waiting for tomorrow? Maybe today I'll start believing that your mercy really is as real as you say it is. It doesn't matter who I used to be, it only matters that I've been set free. You rescued me, you're changing me. Jesus, take everything, yeah. I can't live my whole life wasting all the grace that I know you've given, 'cause you've made me feel so much more than sitting on the sidelines. Don't wanna look back and wonder if good enough could have been better. Every day's a day to start over, so why am I waiting for tomorrow? Oh, I'm making this my moment now to grab the hand that's reaching down to save me. Oh, you saved me, and now I'm making this my moment now to grab the hand that's reaching down to save me. Oh, you saved me. I can't live my whole life wasting all the grace that I know you've given, 'cause you've made me feel so much more than sitting on the sidelines. Don't wanna look back and wonder if good enough could have been better. Every day's a day to start over, so why am I waiting for tomorrow? Why am I waiting for tomorrow? I'm gonna grab the hand that's reaching down, and I'm not gonna wait until tomorrow. Oh, tomorrow.
And those 12 stones which they took out of the Jordan did Joshua pitch in Galilee. And he spake unto the children of Israel, saying, When children shall ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean these stones? Then ye shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land. For the Lord our God dried up the waters of the Jordan from before you, until ye were passed over, as the Lord your God did to the Red Sea, which he had dried up from before us, until we were gone over, that all the people of the earth might know the hand of the Lord, that it is mighty, that ye might fear the Lord your God forever. Now, the Israelites had something to look back on. They had the 12 stones that Joshua told them to carry over from the Jordan River, and to look back on for when they go back and see those 12 stones, they know that they crossed the Jordan River and God parted the seas. And we have something to look back on as Americans. We have the Matrix of Liberty. And this is a 180-ton statue, and it is the world's largest granite monument in America. It's on a hilltop in Plymouth, Massachusetts. It was dedicated on August 1st, 1989. The forefathers of our country had a plan to make the Matrix of Liberty. It is the only successful strategy of liberty ever created throughout the history of mankind. Hardly anybody knows about it in America, that it exists, and it was built over a 70-year period, paid by Congress, and it was strategically laid out. They wanted to leave this behind for us, so if we ever forgot what liberty was built upon, we would know what to do to regain it. If someone wants to try another way, which is what a lot of people in America are doing now, we're trying 1,000 ways to go about and make our own government different than based upon God. And there's 5 statues of the Matrix of Liberty, well, 6 including the center one that holds it all together. And the first one is called Faith. It is a statue, and it is pointing to God, and it has a star on its forehead, and it is holding the Bible. And in the statue, it's holding it like this, and the pages are worn, and that is a sign that she has read the Bible and she understands how to live on this earth and to trust God and obey Him. And the star stands for wisdom and how to live in the world. And the second statue is morality. And in this statue, it has no eyes in it. They're like just plain blank white. And it is purposely done because the statue is supposed to be looking internally. Well, yeah, internally to you, for the heart and the character, for what you truly are, and not what people see on the outside of you. And basically what most people try to cover up as a mask. And in its left hand is the Ten Commandments. Because in order to have morals and value, you need something to go by, some type of standard, which in the Bible which would be the Bible and the Ten Commandments. And there's little statues on the side of this big matrix, and in the right side of it is the evangelist, and he is writing down the Gospels and trying to spread God's word. And for our country to stay upon God, it needs an evangelist to spread the word to people that are lost. And the next statue is law. You need some type of justice to keep things in balance. In this case, God's law. And and that is transferred into civil law, which is how we interpret it, instead of because God sees, every sin is the same. I mean, you can't just punish someone over a lie or something, a little white lie. So it is converted into civil law, which is, the statue's his other hand is extended in mercy for those to let them know, what you did wrong and everything. And it's his hands extending the mercy to justice that he's dealing with. This is the form of law that is equality in it. When crime is committed, it should be punished by its punishable what the crime is. It should be the same. Okay, wait, I worded that wrong. When a crime is committed, it should be cared for in terms of its punishment, and it should be punished on anyone who ever commits it. No matter who you are, if you're rich, if you're poor, what race you are, what you believe in, anything, it should be everyone is equal in the court, and that's how God will judge you in the day of judgment when you come before Him. And then the next statue is education. But also, now after all these things, these three things, you got faith, you got law, and you got morality. And those three things, that's what the most of it is. And then the rest is to carry out from there, which is basically what it's going to equal to, what you're going to get out of it. And that is where education comes in. And education is for the parents to teach your children what is right and what is wrong, not the government. And now, education as far as books and book smart, like science and history and stuff like that, yeah, that's okay to be taught in schools. But as far as your morals and what you stand for and what you believe in, that needs to be spread through the parents and passed down from generation to generation. And that is how we would go back to living as what we used to, as the forefathers intended it. And the statue of education. It's a middle-aged woman, and she is sitting, and she's wearing a wreath of victory, like from the Greek periods. And she is sitting in victory because she has trained her children to go up in the way they should go. So the next great generation would be taught the same thing after that, and after that, and after that, and so on and so forth, to carry out a free civilization. And it is the parents' responsibility to educate their children, not the government's. And the older ones also have a role in this too, including the grandfathers and the grandmothers. Since they have lived through this world, through right and wrong, and have experienced a whole lot more, they know how it truly works from a biblical point of view. So they can really have an impact on your life. And all of this leads to something, and it leads to liberty. And this is the fruit, the result of all of this. And it is a statue of a probably 20, in his early 20s, young man. And he holds broken chains in his left hand. And on his right shoulder is a claw from a lion. And this is meaning, what it's supposed to interpretate, is that we have defeated Britain, and we are broken from the bondage of tyranny, and he is free. And he is ready to defend his country and what it stands for, and what all of this trend goes to. And this is the only way, the only successful way that our country, any country in history has ever done it, and we are the only ones that have succeeded through God. And if we ever want to go back that way, that is how we are going to need to do it. And that concludes my sermon, and I will hand it over to Brother Bill.